Chapter 11, Havoc at the Wuzhuang Temple, Monkey's Mischief and the Miracle Manfruit. In the wake of Pig's humiliation and subsequent rescue by Friar Sand, the pilgrims continue their journey westward, guided by the teachings imparted by the divine message they found. The message warns Pig to calm his mind and reform his ways, or face further hardship on the journey. Despite his ordeal, Pig is determined to atone for his misdeeds and vows to carry Sanzang's luggage to the west, no matter the cost. The pilgrims press on, encountering a majestic mountain that blocks their path. Sanzang, ever cautious, warns his disciples of the potential dangers that may lurk within, but Monkey assures him that with their combined strength, they need not fear any demons. As they ascend the mountain, they are struck by its beauty, with Sanzang marveling at the scenery and declaring that if this is not the Thunder Monastery, it must be the home of holy monks or immortals. Indeed, the mountain is known as the Mountain of Infinite Longevity, home to the Wuzhuang Temple, a Taoist sanctuary. The temple's resident immortal, Jin Yuanzi, also known as Conjoint Lord of the Age, is away, having received an invitation to hear a lecture in the heaven of supreme purity. He leaves two of his youngest disciples, Pure Wind and Bright Moon, to guard the temple and its precious grass-returning cinnabar, or manfruit tree. The manfruit is a rare and miraculous fruit that takes 10,000 years to produce 30 fruits, each shaped like a newborn baby. The great immortal had instructed his disciples to offer 2 of these fruits to an old friend, the Tang priest Sanzang, who was expected to pass by on his journey to the west. As the pilgrims explore the temple grounds, they are met by Pure Wind and Bright Moon, who, after confirming Sanzang's identity, offer him the 2 manfruits. However, Sanzang, horrified by the appearance of the fruits, refuses to partake, believing them to be actual babies. The fruits are then taken back by the disciples, who consume them themselves, unaware that Pig, overhearing their conversation, is intrigued by the prospect of tasting the manfruit. Pig's curiosity gets the better of him, and he shares the news of the manfruit with Monkey and Friar Sand. Intrigued, Monkey decides to steal some of the fruits for himself and his companions. Using his magical abilities, He Yin Xing becomes invisible and retrieves 3 manfruits from the garden, despite the garden deity's warning that the fruits are sensitive to the 5 elements and must be handled with care. The 3 disciples then share the manfruit with Pig, ever the glutton, devouring his in one gulp and expressing a desire for more. Monkey, however, reminds him of the fruit's rarity and refuses to fetch more. Unbeknownst to them, their actions have not gone unnoticed. Pure Wind and Bright Moon discover the theft and confront Sanzang, who, despite his initial denial, promises to make his disciples apologize for the theft. In the aftermath of the manfruit incident, the pilgrims, Sanzang, Monkey, Pig, and Friar Sand, faced the consequences of their actions at the Wuzhuang Temple on the Mountain of Infinite Longevity. The temple's immortal, Jin Yuanzi, is away, but his disciples, Pure Wind and Bright Moon, confront the pilgrims with the theft of the manfruit. Sanzang, shocked by the accusation, questions his disciples, who deny any wrongdoing. Monkey, however, confesses to stealing the manfruit under the pretense of Pig's curiosity. He explains that he, Pig, and Friar Sand each consumed a fruit, but when confronted by the disciples, they are accused of stealing 4. The situation escalates when Monkey, unable to contain his anger, destroys the manfruit tree in the temple's garden, believing that the disciples are unjustly accusing them. The disciples, Pure Wind and Bright Moon, upon discovering the destruction of the tree, plot to lock the pilgrims in the temple and seek revenge upon their master's return. They feign an apology to Sanzang, tricking him into eating with them before locking the doors. The pilgrims are trapped, but Monkey, using his magical abilities, unlocks the doors and leads the group to escape under the cover of night. However, Their escape is short-lived as the great immortal Zhen Yuan returns and, upon learning of the events, pursues the pilgrims. He captures them once again, this time tying them to trees and preparing to flog Sanzang. Monkey, taking responsibility for the theft and destruction, offers himself in place of his master. The great Immortal agrees, and Monkey is flogged but remains unharmed due to his magical transformation. The next day, the great Immortal, seeking further retribution, orders the pilgrims to be wrapped in cloth and lacquered, preparing them for a fate worse than death. Monkey, once again using his cunning, transforms a stone lion into his likeness and escapes the bindings. He then offers himself to be fried in oil as a replacement for Sanzang, who is to be the next victim. As the Immortal prepares to fry Monkey, the cauldron is revealed to have a hole, and the oil leaks out. The Immortal, enraged, orders a new cauldron, intent on frying Sanzang. Monkey, hearing this, descends from the clouds and offers himself in place of his master once more, leading to a standoff with the great Immortal. In the aftermath of Monkey's destruction of the manfruit tree at the Wuzhuang temple on the Mountain of Infinite Longevity, the great immortal Zhen Yuan is left seething with anger. Monkey, bound by a promise to revive the tree, embarks on a desperate quest to find a cure. He visits the 3 stars at Penglai, seeking their divine aid, but they inform him that the manfruit tree, a magical entity from the dawn of time, cannot be revived by conventional means. Despite the grim prognosis, Monkey is determined to save his master, Sanzang, and his companions from the Immortal's wrath. With the threat of the band-tightening spell looming over him, Monkey travels across the 3 islands and the Eastern Sea, consulting with various immortals and divine beings. However, his efforts are in vain as none can offer a solution. In a stroke of fortune, the 3 stars decide to intervene on Monkey's behalf. They visit the great Immortal and manage to secure an extension on the time limit set by Sanzang, providing Monkey with some respite. Meanwhile, Monkey, in his quest, encounters the Lord Emperor of Eastern Glory, who, despite his sympathy, cannot provide a cure for the tree. Undeterred, Monkey continues his search, visiting the 9 ancients on Yingzhou and even the Bodhisattva Guanyin on Pataraka. It is with Guanyin that Monkey finds hope. She reveals that she possesses a sweet dew within a pure vase, a substance so potent that it can revive even a cinder. This sweet dew has previously restored a willow sprig of hers to life after it was reduced to ashes by Lord Lao Zi. With Guanyin's assistance, Monkey returns to the Wuzhuang temple, where she performs a miraculous revival of the manfruit tree. Using her willow spray dipped in the sweet dew, Guanyin sprinkles the water onto the tree, and before the eyes of all, the tree comes back to life, its leaves green and vibrant, and its fruits reborn. The great Immortal, overjoyed at the restoration of his treasure, organizes a manfruit feast as a token of gratitude. The guests, including the Bodhisattva, the 3 stars, and the pilgrims, partake in the fruits, securing for them immortality and protection from fiends and monsters. The event marks a significant turning point, as Monkey and the great Immortal, once adversaries, become sworn brothers, symbolizing the resolution of their conflict and the establishment of a new bond. With the crisis averted and the manfruit tree thriving once more, the pilgrims are allowed to continue their journey west. The chapter concludes with the promise of more adventures to come as the pilgrims bid farewell to their newfound allies and set off into the unknown, their quest for the sacred scriptures still underway. If you want to know what happened afterwards, listen to the explanation in the next installment.